The government is playing you. And you don't even realize it. The truth is, it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility. It's time to face the truth. The whole be a good little boy/girl. Get good grades. Go to college. Find a good job. Put away money into your retirement account and you'll be just fine. Charade is collapsing right under our noses. You've been led to believe that happiness and security were waiting for you. If only you did as you were told. You've been told that as long as you followed the path society laid out for you, you'd be okay. You were told that the government would protect you. That the school system would educate you. And that your corporate job would take care of you, like you took care of them. But chances are that's not working out as planned for you. Surveys show 1 in 3 Americans have no retirement savings. Surveys show most Americans don't have even $1,000 in their bank account. And this may sound crazy. But surveys show that only 20% of Americans are free of debt. Horrifying stats, yes. But honestly, not surprising. Not when millions of students nationwide borrow as much as $40,000 a year with the dream of getting a degree that's supposed to open doors for them. Only to face being forced back to their parents' place because there just aren't any jobs for their line of work. As if that wasn't enough, it seems like every decent-paying job is either being replaced by automation through software or robots. Or it's being shipped overseas so companies can save a few dollars on payrolls. It's no wonder that a new report from the McKinsey Global Institute titled Poorer Than Their Parents, Flat or Falling Incomes in Advanced Economies, shows a drastic trend in declining incomes for middle-class workers. The report found that as much as 70% of households saw their earnings drop in the past decade. To put it bluntly, those who had been taught to expect their wealth to grow as long as they obediently followed society's path of choice, have learned that this promise is a lie. Look, the reality is that the ruling minority is interested in having an obedient, loyal workforce practically enslaved by debt. So if you chose to believe the lie and are headed down this dead-end path, it's not your fault. We've all been played. But it is your responsibility to do something about it and guarantee that you and your family will not be played anymore. The first step is to embrace this truth. And the next step is to get educated on what's really going on right now. And today you're in luck. Are you ready to make a change? Hello, my name is Erin Finkel. These days, there is no reason why you shouldn't have your own internet marketing business. There is no better way to make money, have fun and live an awesome lifestyle. With so low overhead and minimal startup cost. Well, I guess there is one reason. That you still don't know how an online business works. I don't know you yet. But I do know this about you. You are similar to me. In what way? Simple, we are action takers. You wouldn't be seeing this if you didn't raise your hand and say, yes, I want to learn about internet marketing. I want to learn from people who are more successful than me. And, for that, I am giving you a virtual high five. Yes. You took action. You are now my partner. And I'm going to do my best to make sure you succeed in your career as an internet marketer. The magic is the follow-through. A $165 billion market. Waiting for you to take your share. It's not a secret anymore, the online education industry is exploding. Let me put it in perspective. Consider that in 2011, about $35.6 billion was spent on self-paced e-learning worldwide. In 2014, e-learning was a $56.2 billion industry, and that number hit $107 billion in 2015. And it is showing no signs of stopping. The best part. While most other industries require big starting costs for you to even hope to compete, today's cutting-edge technologies have allowed entrepreneurs all around the world to start their e-learning businesses with ridiculously low upfront investments. And grow them fast. $5K a month, $10K a month, $100K a month, and even all the way up to the 7-figure/month mark. E-learning entrepreneurs are hitting sales milestones faster than in any other industry. But the ones who are doing it the fastest have one thing in common. They all follow proven mentors and implement proven business systems. As I'm sure you've heard, only 2 out of every 10 new businesses make it past their first year. But over 90% of people who invest in franchises get to sit back and watch their business thrive. This is because the franchisor has already proven the business concept, worked out all the kinks, and laid out a solid foundation. For you as a business owner, everything is systemized, optimized, and ready for you to plug in and profit. It's business paint by number. From products and pricing to marketing and sales. You get access to battle-tested formulas and templates that have been proven to work time and time again. With everything already done for you, as a franchise owner you have a much easier and straightforward path to success. This is even more true in the e-learning space, because almost everything you need to do can be automated and done for you, thanks to the cutting-edge technologies now available to us. Lately I've been speaking with a lot of people, getting to know my teammates and customers in a more personal way, and seeing if my advice helps them more in that context. One thing keeps popping up over and over again. One thing that every one of them wants, but very few, if any, truly ever get. It's the dream of creating truly residual income. That kind of income that you work hard for once, and then don't ever lift a finger again, yet it keeps pouring in. I know you know what I'm talking about. And I know a part of you wants to experience it yourself. I do too. That feeling of watching it roll in while you're off held up on a beach somewhere. But here's the deal. That kind of residual income doesn't exist. Honestly, it simply doesn't exist. You're sold the dream by savvy marketers who know and understand their marketplace at an intimate level and know that it's what you want. They know you're seeking it, and so they sell you on it. Here's reality though. In our space, 97% of people who join a business or buy an information product never do anything with those products or actually treat the business like a real business. Which means that after a few months and after they've realized that it's essentially not going to do all the work for them, they quit. Thus, destroying your hopes of building residual income. But what about the 3% who don't quit? Won't they go out and bring people in and create another 3% who does the same? The short answer is yes. The long answer is that it will take potentially years, and that everything has to go perfectly for that to happen. Most of the time, a newer, sexier opportunity comes into play, and they bounce. Or maybe your company starts to experience fraud, and it scares them off. Or maybe, hopefully not though, your company goes out of business altogether. It's very rare that you see someone truly build lasting, residual income. Actually, according to statistics, only about 1% of the successful, of the 3%, home business owners ever actually accomplish the residual income dream. I hate to say it, but you're damn near more likely to win the FUCKN lottery. So, to end my rant, here's what I would advise. Instead of chasing the perpetual dream of residual income, that BTW will never come to fruition, focus your efforts on how you can make the most money now. Don't do anything illegal and don't scam anyone. But ask yourself seriously, how can I make the most money now? The answer is high ticket sales. And today, you are in luck. Because my friend and mentor just released new training. And it is an absolute must-see if you're ready to take your piece of this $165 billion pie and give yourself and your family a life of real prosperity and complete freedom. Are you ready to take your piece of the pie? From the desk of David Sharp. So, I have a question. Are you ready to finally get serious about that silly little online business thing yet? Are you ready to finally do whatever it takes? Push through the setbacks and challenges. Because now your livelihood and future could actually depend on it. I'm not insensitive to what's going on in our world. I legit hope you're safe and stay safe. I'm taking precautionary measures and following health officials' guidelines. And all of our team already works from home. However, I also hope if you're experiencing any pain from this world pandemic and total and complete economic shutdown, it's motivation enough for you to say, okay, no one is ever going to control my destiny like this again. I am going to build a recession-proof, pandemic-proof, online business that will soar with good or bad times and can be built from home. Trust me, the world will never be the same again after this. Webinars were once something only us online marketers were obsessed with, but now the whole world will be on them. That's just the beginning and we have no clue where things will end up, but they won't look like they did. Some of you may think this will blow over in 2 to 3 weeks, but what if we're stuck like this for another 12 months? I know I'm not going to be trusting anyone coughing around me for a long time. That's why I'm grateful I stuck IT out and learned and launched my online biz 10 years ago. Let us know you're safe, and as importantly, how can I, Dave Sharp, and our team, help you to use this time to prosper? The team and I are completely and totally here to help and support you get through this. There is no better community of people with big hearts and who genuinely care about our members. We all can come out of this either on top of the world or with the world on top of us. About Dave. Before all the success, he should have been dead, banished from society, and long forgotten about. Nothing about his previous life was glamorous. He was a homeless, high school dropout with a crippling drug addiction. He got clean in 2008, and for 18 months he worked construction with his dad and slept on his couch. Then suddenly his life took a very weird twist, and instead of going on living a meaningless and mediocre life, he discovered freelance digital marketing, and it changed everything for him, the same way it can change everything for you, too. In 8 years he's done over $200 million in sales online, trained over 300,000 students worldwide, and has created over 12 millionaire students. Forbes quoted him as one of the masterminds of this industry. He charges upwards of $5,000/her for private coaching, but he will hold you by the hand and show you the exact steps to build a super profitable affiliate marketing business for yourself. If starting a business were easy, everyone would do it. I don't know anyone who doesn't want to be their own boss. The reality is, starting your own business can be tricky, especially if you're going it alone. It can be terrifying and confusing when you don't have a guide. There are countless pitfalls that new entrepreneurs fall victim to every day. A small, simple mistake can cut your business off at the knees in a heartbeat. The trick is to avoid falling into the same traps that have sent other entrepreneurs packing. What if you had a roadmap that outlined every detail, every step you must take to launch an online business successfully? You'd take it and run, right? He'll help you develop your own online business plan. He'll teach you about the most successful online business models that he's used to earn over $200 million in sales over the last 8 years. You be wasting your time trying to figure out what to do next. You'll work one-on-one with a business plan advisor who will help you. You will have an actionable business plan ready to be launched. If you think you're up to the challenge, and you have a few minutes to spare,
My name is Aaron Finkel, and I have a question for you. Have you ever thought of been uncomfortably comfortable or comfortably uncomfortable? Recently, I've been comfortably uncomfortable, and with that I mean, have you ever decided to take a risk on something where you're comfortable actually doing the thing that's uncomfortable? Well, recently I got connected with some business partners, and I decided to take some risks. Sometimes it's $1 to check things out. Sometimes it's a little bit more, or sometimes it's even a lot more. But the question is, are you willing to take action? Are you willing to take a look at what I have to offer you? Hey, this might not be for you, but the point is, you're going to click on the next page and just take an honest look. And with that, I'll see you at another time. Have a good day.
My journey to $1 million so far. My current legendary marketer story. So I joined Legendary Marketer in December 2017. I was in an older one of David Sharp's programs, and was trying to find a way to rejoin him in business somehow. Back then the video sales letter was what I call the blue video. I joined the Marketers Club and upgraded to the $2,500 program right away. In February 2018, attended one of Legendary's events and started making Marketers Club sales. Not anything crazy, but an extra $20 to $40 a week give or take still helps out with groceries and bills. Got my first sales in March 2018, and I believe first commission April 2018. I did buy traffic clicks from different vendors, some good, some not so good. I think it was at the end of March 2018, someone opted into my capture page and joined. This person I didn't know. This one person is where I made most of my sales, and still never have talked to them. They upgraded to one of the higher ticket products. I made a commission. The day the commission went into my bank account, I was at the movies, watching Wonder Park. Came out and checked my email, and lo and behold, this guy had upgraded to an event package. Now I've been in the industry since like May 2004, and this is the first time I've ever seen commissions and sales like this. Now it's still a front-end commission here, and a club subscription commission there, but it works. I now just need to focus myself, and stop the shiny object/mentor syndrome. You can do this, it works. Get the Marketers Club from your BPA or products area in your back office. Get the Blueprints bundle from your BPA or challenge area. Think I'm starting to ramble. Results may vary. Had to put that in one more time. It's your time. Stay legendary. Money, time, and patience.
David, I searched everywhere when I've 2 years of this, trying to find the right thing, and I've learned two things. One thing is that if you got somebody comes on and they introduce, like for instance, they introduce you and tell the crowd that you're a guru, then that's probably the truth. But if you come on and you say I'm a guru, then I ain't gonna believe nothing you got to say.
Yeah, that's good third party validation, you know. And I mean, not only is that, you know, that's a good, you know, that's something to remember in your marketing, right?
And I looked at it and I seen David Sharp and I thought, now I know that name. So I did an investigation. My wife used to work for our circuit court clerk here in this town, this county, and I had some favors pulled in, and I checked you out, man. You are exactly what you say you are, and I know that. So I have confidence in you.
I've got some disturbing news if you're an entrepreneur. There's more noise than there's ever been. There's more competition. There's more people who are working their asses off for your prospects' hard-earned money. Your competition will literally reach into your pockets and take money out if you let them. They'll literally take food off of your family's table. People right now are stealing customers that could rightfully be yours. The question is, what are you willing to do about it? Somebody just enrolled with one of your competitors, and that money could have easily been your rent or mortgage payment. Every single hour, your business is losing money. And the worst part is, you're giving it away. I feel like Tom Brokaw with more urgent news. There's more software, more technology, and more technical pitfalls than ever before for you to fall into a black abyss of confusion and overwhelm and never return. Word on the street is that the failure rates of entrepreneurs and small business owners is staggering. It's scary. The question is, do you even stand a chance? The internet is huge, but it's also sickening. It's full of absolutely so much fluff and hype and garbage. Finding trustworthy information from proven mentors who care more about you than lining their pockets selling the next book that they didn't even write. It's extremely difficult. The question is, with all of these phony and unethical people out here, who can you trust? You're constantly being filled with empty promises and pointless rah-rah from speakers, motivational performers, and gurus. You should be pissed, honestly. I know that I am. My circle, it's gotten so small because there's very few people in the marketplace who are even worth listening to anymore. See, most of your struggles up until this point, they're not even your fault. However, it is your responsibility to do something about it. It's time to stop letting everybody cut in front of you while your business struggles, suffers, and starves for revenue. It's time to take back control of your life again. Hey, what's up? This is Dave Sharp, and if you are watching any of the news, if you've paid attention to what's happening in our country right now, you know that our system is broken. We were lied to. It's not what we thought it was. We were told to be good little boys and girls and grow up and go to school and get good grades and go to college and we would get a good job and put money into our retirement accounts and we would be okay. The kind of the 40-40 plan, work 40 hours a week and you'll live happily ever after. But the majority of people right now, research shows, have $3,000 to $12,000 to their name when they retire. Most people, statistics show, most people don't even have $1,000 in their bank account. People who are going to college, they're racking up, 60, 70, 80, 100 or more $1,000 in debt, right? And then they're out. Hopefully they can get a job that they can pay the interest off on that debt. For me, I was somebody who I dropped out in high school. I'm a 9th grade dropout. I was a teenage father. I became homeless. I actually developed a drug addiction in 2008. I got clean. I was homeless. I was hopeless. I got clean. I slept on my dad's couch. I worked construction with him for a year or two until I finally realized that, I didn't want to end up digging ditches for the rest of my life. I didn't want to just trade time for money. And so I learned how to become an entrepreneur, and I discovered internet marketing. And over the course of the last 7 years or so, I've gone from completely broke to living a life of my dreams, traveling around the world. I've been to Singapore, I've been to Rome, I've been to Amsterdam, I've been from the mountains of Colorado to sipping coconuts in the Caribbean. I've been able to buy my mom a car when she needed it. I've been able to marry the woman of my dreams and buy my home cash and drive the cars that I want to drive. And it's not because I'm any smarter than you. It's not because I'm any smarter than anybody else. Actually, the majority of the times, people will say words that I don't even know, but that doesn't matter in today's economy. It doesn't. It matters that you know how to leverage the power of the World Wide Web. There are more Wi-Fi and internet millionaires right now that are popping up working in coffee shops and shorts and flip-flops and tank tops. It's a whole underground world of people who are leveraging their laptops and these things, these silly little things right here that we pay all this money to scroll Facebook. Here's my question. Would you like to use this thing to actually make money with? Or do you just want to use this thing to sit around and waste time scrolling on Facebook looking at cat pics? Now I know there's a group of people that say, no, I just want to look at cat pics, but if you're one of those people that wants to figure out how to use your laptop and your cell phone to make, hundreds or thousands or a full-time income, even tens of thousands of dollars, there's a link and I want to invite you to attend a free training that I'm going to break down this entire business model that anybody can use, no matter if you have any experience or even if you're totally technically challenged like I was when I first got started, that you can use and implement to start living the life of your dreams. So if that sounds like something that's attractive to you, I want to invite you to this free training. Just click the link below and I'll see you over there. Now, I don't know if you have woken up to really truly smell the coffee or not, but if you haven't, I'm going to bring some aroma into those nostrils on this video because there's a trend that's happening not in 5 or 10 years, but it's already going down right now, people. And I really want to put it in perspective for you today in this video in a way that is going to get you smelling the roses. And what I'm talking about is the trend of the interwebs. These are thou internets that run through thou ether cables and out into the inter-hemisphere and bring us sites like Google and the ability to Facebook and the ability to do all of these things online, including but not limited to. I'll tell you how some of these digital marketing and online trends have changed my life. No longer when I need toilet paper, okay? Do I go to Target or Walmart? I pull up good old Amazon Prime, boom, boom, it's on my doorstep the next day, okay? We never go without. As a matter of fact, my wife gets pretty significant anxiety when we get down below a couple of rolls in the house. Anytime that I want any other household products, okay, I'm not saying I'm cleaning the house all the time, okay, because I'm not really good at that, at least least that's what I say. Don't tell my wife I said that, though. Anytime that we need any other household products, including groceries, what do? Pull up a little old app, boom, boom, boom. Guess what? The next day, or in the case of the groceries, same day, somebody's knocking on our door with a delivery of bags, bringing them into our kitchen countertop, setting them down, and voila, we have groceries. We didn't even leave the house, though. We're still in our underwear, oftentimes not even showered that day. Blows my mind every time it happens. Anytime I want a haircut, boom, boom. Calling or texting somebody, they come over to my house. Anytime I want a massage, boom, boom. We use an app called like Zeus or something like that. And this person who I found really like her, she does a great job, okay, comes over. And a lot of times my wife and I get couples massages right in our living rooms, okay? That's the life. Anytime that I want to reserve some lodging, boom, boom. This is my app sound. Sound effects are boom, boom. It's reserved. Anytime I want to take a trip in a vehicle somewhere and I don't want to drive, boom, boom. Uber, Lyft. I don't even have to talk to anybody. I don't have to exchange money. Anytime that now, which I don't go to McDonald's much, but I heard that they're bringing in the old, just walk up and you order right from the thing. Okay, I don't even know why they still have people there or cash register in it. Guys, here's my point, is that things are not changing, they have changed. And what I feel bad about and feel bad for are people who are still stuck in the old way of doing things, the old way of doing business, and we literally not only have a new economy, we have a new society. Even dating, people are on a little app. I see like kids and stuff, and they're like doing this, and I'm going, oh my gosh, where did the intimacy, where did the conversation, where did the dating? They ain't dating no more. They're just hooking up. So with all of these things that have changed, not changing, changed, where are you in the mix? Like, so many of you guys are still sitting around wondering. Well, I'm wondering. It's hard. It's a big investment of time and money, so I'm not sure I'm really going to jump in. I think I'll wait around and see if it really catches on. It's already caught on. It's not if, it's not when, it has. You are no longer ahead of the curve. You are in the curve. The curve is happening right now. And what is the best way to take advantage of the curve? Well, I mean, unless you're going to go out to Silicon Valley, or you're going to get a team of developers and develop the next Uber or app, or become a developer or programmer, and you better have a dang good idea, and you better have a lot of resources, because it could get knocked off if it gets big. The best way to take advantage of it and create yourself a location free, meaning you can work from wherever you want and you can make unlimited income. You could do it from anywhere in the world. I just said that, I know. Is to take advantage of some of these business models that are at your fingertips. Now, I like some in particular, okay? The first one that I like is affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing allows me to go out and find other people's products that are already selling, and then go and find other people who I know, because of their certain targeting that advertising platforms allow me to do, they're interested in those products. And then I literally just become the Uber, to where I connect the person who needs the ride with the driver. You picking up what I'm putting down? It's sort of a smaller version of that. That's why I like affiliate marketing. Now, I also like digital products, creating a digital product, filming something, some piece of knowledge that I have, filming that, and then going and selling that as a video, audio, or even a book or a PDF course. So I like digital products. I like coaching and consulting, because I can take my skills, and if I set it up right, I can have a pretty good business. I can have a business that doesn't require me to manufacture anything, or make anything, or house anything, or have a garage full of lotions, potions, and pills, or whatever. And I could even niche down and do it on a topic that I'm really passionate about. I also really like hosting events and masterminds. Once again, something that I don't need to sell physically. Sure, it's my time, but I can do it in groups, so I can serve more than one person at one time. And I don't have to do it for $10 an hour. If I'm good, if I'm knowledgeable, if I work on my craft. I couldn't have sold events and masterminds 10 years ago, but now today I've worked at my craft. I have something to offer people, and I can charge pretty significant. I can charge more than a doctor. I do charge more than a doctor, way more, right? Because the information that I have can change, will change, and does change people's businesses and their financial situations. So I like events and masterminds. Those are 4 models that I really like. And I don't care what the newest, hottest topic that comes up, the newest, hottest, go over here and ship products from China. I'm not saying though all these new trendy business models are not good, because they're good. But what I'm talking about is the information business, the knowledge business. I'm talking about businesses that you can get set up without a bunch of moving parts, that you can start at affiliate marketing and then you can begin to level up as you develop more skills. Because if you get good at something, there's a lot of people who want to know how you did that thing, right? Or I've seen a lot of people branch off and niche down into, how to get rid of, how to get your baby to sleep at night. That's a great niche, baby niche. Moms, they'll buy anything. I can tell you, when we had our baby, we were like, oh my gosh, we need help in this, and we're willing to pay anyone's premium. So there's a lot of niches, dog niches, specific things that you can help out, dating niches, health and wellness niches. I personally have always loved the make money and financial and business niche, because I find that people are willing to spend more when they can make a higher return on their investment. Okay, so if you haven't woke up to these ideas, to these these trends that are going on right now, it is time to wake up. If you're in any sort of a business, or you have any sort of a future or a career that is not leveraging or in riding this wave, I'm telling you, there's a good possibility that whatever you're doing is going to be eliminated. Maybe not the company, but the position. I promise you. So you may think that you're secure in your job, but what I can tell you is that you're not, right? What you're secure with and what nobody can ever take from you are skill sets that you learn. So even if you don't make a bunch of money pursuing these passions or pursuing this information at first, or getting involved with a company like ours, even if money doesn't fall from the sky in the first 24 hours, you're still learning a skill set that is going to benefit you financially for years and years and decades to come, because we're not going back. Nobody's ever going to say, I really hate my groceries being delivered to my house. Nobody's ever going to say, I really wish that I didn't have to pull up this thing, tap 2 times, and have my toilet paper delivered right to my front door. Nobody's ever going to say, I'd rather go to the store and get it because it's easier. People are not leaving their house nowadays. And it's not, who cares about whatever your opinions are about? Just be quiet about that. Well, people are lazy, this and that. It doesn't matter. Broke people make those, and if you like being broke, that's fine. They say stuff like that. Whereas successful people say, gee, Dave, you're right. Let me get some information. Let me look into this. Let me figure out how I can be a part of this evolving economy so I don't get left behind. You'll thank me later, okay? So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Okay, subscribe to anything that you can subscribe to get content from, because I'm just going to be bringing more heat and helping you wake up and get ahead of this curve, ride this wave. It's already happening, my friends. You might as well be a part of it. Talk to you soon.
Hey there, my friend, Dave Sharp here. And in a world where dreams are often cast aside and buried under the weight of daily struggles, legendary marketer dared to challenge the status quo and pave a path for ordinary people to achieve extraordinary success. We set forth on a mission to provide people a way out of their monotonous 9-to-5 existence and empower them to chase their aspirations without sacrificing precious moments with their loved ones. Day in and day out, we've focused on building culture and community that truly provides our customers at Legendary a legendary education and experience. Now we stand together to celebrate a remarkable milestone, a testament to the power of determination and innovation and an unwavering belief in a better future. Today, I proudly announce on behalf of our entire team that Legendary Marketer has, for the 2nd consecutive year, been honored on the prestigious Inc. 5000 list. This recognition is not just another plaque on the wall. It's a testament to the collective determination of our students, our team, and the unwavering support of our customers. You, our students, our customers are the lifeblood of Legendary Marketer. And your triumphs, they inspire me, our team, and all of those inside of our community every single day. Today, as we celebrate this monumental achievement, I stand right here recording this with immense gratitude. Thank you to all inside of our community who put your trust in us. Thank you to our team whose dedication drives our growth. Our journey, it's been one of challenges, growth, and relentless pursuit of excellence. And you know what? It's all been worth it. We've built more than just a company. We've created a real team, a community, one bound together by the shared vision of transforming lives, unlocking potential, and revealing that building legacies for average, ordinary people is indeed possible. We will continue our expedition towards new heights. We will continue to share, demonstrate, and teach that through learning new skills and self-discovery, that limitless possibilities will continue to unfold. So thank you for being a part of the Legendary Marketer family. The best is yet to come. And as always, stay legendary, my friend.
Here and why it's so different. I, back in 2008, was, at the lowest point of my life. And I was homeless. I was addicted. I had just so many odds against me. And all I wanted to do was get back on my feet. I wanted to be a great dad. I wanted to have a family of my own. And I just had some things that I had to tighten up. I needed a hand up, not particularly a hand out. So I went to my dad's house, who I hadn't seen in a couple of years, and I knocked on his door, and I asked him essentially in so many words to help me save my life. And I started working construction with him. And he took me to these jobs, and he paid me out of his own pocket. And as I got back on my feet, and I went from sleeping on his couch to actually sleeping on a real bed, I started to realize that I wanted to turn my mess into a message. And I also wanted to get out of the rat race. I realized that so much of what I had learned and heard growing up, Dave, if you just go to school, you just graduate high school, you go to college, you get a good job, you put money into your 401k, you'll be just fine. I realized that it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look around and see that that's not true. So I wanted to set myself up for a better future. By this time, I had met my wife. She wasn't my wife then. I had my daughter. We had a little house that we lived in. I still drove an old 1990 Ford F-150. I had to start it with a screwdriver. There was more rust on it than paint. But I had a vision and I had a desire. I wanted to do something with my life. I wanted to make more money. I wanted to have a better future. But I didn't know how to get there because I had all these odds against me. So my wife let me borrow her credit card, and I went to Best Buy. It was with her permission, and I bought a $600 computer. And I came back, and I made a decision that I was going to learn how to build an internet marketing business because I couldn't afford to get into a franchise. I couldn't afford to start my own business. I couldn't get a small business loan. I didn't want to get into real estate or any of that other stuff because I just didn't have the startup cost. But I knew I could get started with internet marketing for low startup cost and low overhead. And so that's what I did. And I paid that computer back $50 a month until I had it paid off. And at first I struggled. I didn't know anything. I had to learn. And eventually I started to earn, but it took some time. I made my first dollar. I made my first $10, $100, $1,000. Made my first $10,000. I'll never forget. And from there, I realized that I was onto something. And I realized that there was opportunity, which is what every single person has come to this country in the history of this country for. One thing, opportunity. They come here to the United States of America because, there's more opportunity here than anywhere else in the world. However, the game has changed. And now that opportunity is for every single person on earth through the power of the internet. And so over the course of the last 8 years, I've developed a passion, not only for internet marketing, but I've also developed a passion for people, to train and explain and teach them how to create their own future, how to change or alter the course of maybe generations of poverty inside of their family, on how to break away from the rat race. And I know that that's a hard thing to do, because when the herd is running one way and you all of a sudden look over to the person that you're running next to and you say, "Why are we running?" And they say, "Because everybody else is doing it." And unfortunately, some people do that for 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 years, and they never ask any questions until it's too late. Statistics show that a large majority of people are retiring with $3,000 to $12,000 to their name. Research shows that the majority of Americans have $1,000 or less in their bank account. So we are in a time right now to where entrepreneurship and marketing, it needs to be taught. And unfortunately, it's not being taught in our school system. It's not being taught in our universities. People are leaving unequipped. They're leaving with the information from people who have never done it, and they go into the workforce and they wonder why they can't even get hired fresh out of college. And oh, by the way, that debt, that money that we borrowed, loaned you while you were in college, you're going to have to pay that back. And so they're not only coming out of college, our children, our kids coming out of college with no experience and struggling in the workforce, fighting over the same jobs, right? But they also are starting their life out with a mountain of debt. We can change that by teaching people entrepreneurship, by teaching people marketing, and that's what we do here at Legendary Marketer. My passion has become making an impact on people's lives through changing their financial destiny, and also helping them turn their mess into a message and their struggles into their strengths, just like I did. So we have education, we have programs, we have courses, we have seminars, and we even have an ability for those people who are our evangelists. And we have an amazing community here of people who love our products, who go through our training, who come to our seminars, and then they turn around and refer other people into our seminars and workshops because they know that this information is valuable and it's needed in the marketplace. I want to talk to you about something called a value ladder. And what a value ladder is it's essentially how to 10x or scale your business. And let me explain why this is so important. Because in order to really scale your business, you must have premium price products. Now, why do I say that? Because if you have 1,000 customers, you're going to start every single customer just like you would start off at a restaurant. You're going to start every single customer. What do they ask you the first thing when you come into a restaurant and you sit down? Would you like to start with some drinks? Because everybody is going to start with some drinks. Now, you may only be drinking water or Coke, or you may be drinking something a little bit stronger. Either way, everybody is going to start off with some drinks, something to drink, right? Well, the same thing with your customers. Everybody is going to start off with something low priced, okay? Most people will take that, right? Now, if you try to start somebody off with dessert or your main entree, just like in a restaurant, if they came and as soon as you sat down, they said, hey, what would you like for dessert? Or what kind of steak you're going to have? You might say, hey, whoa, can I get something to freaking drink here? Right? So the same concept is true inside of a business. Now, just like a restaurant, some people are just going to come in and have drinks, okay? Not everybody's going to have a salad and soup and a T-bone steak and a dessert. Not everybody's going to do that. Some people are just going to have drinks. The same thing is true in your internet marketing business. Some people are just going to take your low-cost front-end drink or appetizer offers. But the problem with most people's business is that's where they stop. They only offer one thing. If you have 100 or 1,000 customers, let's just stick with a simple number, 100 customers. Every single customer ordered drinks. But most people, the reason why they can't grow or scale their business is because they didn't offer salads, soups, main entrees, and desserts. So there's 4 things there that they left out because all they did was offer their customer drinks. And if a restaurant was just going to try to survive on selling drinks, unless they were a bar, they're probably not going to survive, right? Because that's what you go into a bar to do, is just drink, right? However, restaurants, successful ones, have more stuff. Your business needs to have the same thing, okay? So I'm going to show you this picture of a value ladder, okay? And essentially, I'm going to give you this example of a dentist office, okay? Now, if you go into the dentist office, the first thing that they're going to offer you is, maybe something like a tooth cleaning or a teeth cleaning or something like that, just to kind of get you in the door. Maybe a free teeth cleaning, or maybe a free, consultation or something like that, just to get you in the door. And then once you go there, they're going to offer something else. Maybe some braces or, some cosmetic work. And then before you know it, you've been going to this doctor for 6 months and you got a whole new grill, right? Now, if they would have just stopped with the cleaning and they didn't offer the braces, the cosmetic, the crowns, all that root canals and all that other stuff, that I probably have very little knowledge of what actually a dentist offers, because I think I've mentally blocked it out because I don't like going to the dentist any more than you do. But you get the point. That's how we build and grow and scale multi-million-dollar internet marketing businesses as well. We bring somebody in, we offer them some sort of an appetizer, some sort of a free gift, something that's not, or maybe not free, maybe it's just very low cost, something that doesn't have a whole lot of risk attached to it. Couple of bucks, 5, 10, 20, 30 bucks, right? Then, as that person comes in and enjoys that and they get value out of what they bought initially, then we have a back-end process that offers them more products or services, whether maybe it's an event, or maybe it's some coaching, or maybe it's some consulting, or maybe it's some software, or maybe it's something, maybe it's a workshop. But that's called a value ladder, because as they ascend up that value ladder and they stay a customer for a longer period of time, you make them more valuable offers that are more expensive, that create more profit for you. Now, the challenge with that, just like anything, is setting it up, right? So there's a button below this video and you can go and watch how we can help you essentially set it up and let you, essentially borrow many aspects of our business and just transplant them right into yours, to where you can have a business of your own. And then you can make a decision down the road if you want to expand on that and begin to develop some of these things on your own, right? But the concept, it's important. I believe that you need to be able to earn while you learn. Most people, they go and they, buy a course or attend a seminar, or they, follow Joe Guru, and it's like Joe Guru says, well, you got to write a book and film 100 videos on YouTube before you can make your first sale. And it's like, that's going to be 6 to 12 months, and most people after 6 to 12 months are still overwhelmed. So I believe that you must have the ability to earn while you learn. And so on this video, we're going to show you how to do that, and hopefully this free education that you're getting right now is giving you a little bit of a taste of what we're going to teach you and the information that you're going to learn with working with us. In this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different than maybe what you're used to seeing in other videos with other quote-unquote gurus online, because most of the time what we hear when we watch videos, or we, go to people's websites and they're talking about making money, they're talking about building a business, we hear a lot of hype, a lot of fluff, a lot of unrealistic numbers. It's like, well, I'm going to show you how to make $100,000, but you've never even made $1 as an entrepreneur online with your own business. So what I want to do in this video is show you how to set a realistic income goal, because the reality is that there's an unlimited amount of possibilities as far as how you can make money online. But the important thing is that really you have a realistic goal, and then you have the mindset that you need to be able to achieve that goal. Because again, I'm showing you in some of these videos, if you're reading my emails and you're watching some of my videos, I'm showing you a solution. I'm showing you a system that you can use. And there's other ways too. I'm not obviously the only human being on the internet. Whether you decide to work with us, whether you decide to work with me, whether you decide to go somewhere else, it's important that you have a proper expectation of what's going to happen. Very similar to what you would hope to have going into college. A lot of times, I think people have the mentality that if they go to college, they're going to speed right through it. It's going to be totally easy, and they're going to get out of college and get a $100,000 a year job. And if you have ever been to college, or you know anybody who's gone to college, sure, that might be true for a very small percentage of people, but the majority of people nowadays, a bachelor's degree is sometimes not worth much more than an associate's degree, or in some cases even a high school degree. So you need at least a bachelor's degree, sometimes a master's, and then when you get out of college, there's going to be some time that you're going to need to get some experience in the workforce to where until your value is worth enough to get paid 6 figures a year. Okay? So again, it's about having those proper expectations. So let me give you the 3 things that I've used myself and that I teach other people. They're really simple and they'll help you out a lot to help you set a realistic goal for your income and what you want to achieve. So the first thing is how much do you want to earn? If you've never earned $1 before in your life, saying, or at least as an entrepreneur or a marketer, saying, hey, I've never earned $1, but I want to earn $1 million this year, I'm not going to say it's unrealistic because, listen, I'm a dreamer. And I don't want to squash anybody's dreams, but it might not be realistic. It might be smarter to say, hey, I want to try to earn, replace my normal income, right? Or maybe I want to make $1,000 a month on the side. So anyways, what is your number? Is it $1,000 a month? Is it $3,000 a month? Is it $5,000 a month? Is it $10,000 a month? Is it $20,000 or $30,000 a month? You have to decide first what your actual number is, and then you can actually reverse engineer that down to the month and the week and even the day, right? Because as you set up a system online, it can begin to run on autopilot, and that money can come in every day whether you work or not. So you can reverse engineer what your annual number is all the way down to the day, so you know exactly how much money you need to make each day in order to hit that annual goal. So obviously if it's, $30,000 in a year, it's real simple math. Divide that by 365. The second thing that you need to know is how many hours a week are you willing to put into your business, right? So if you're only willing to put in, 15 minutes or 30 minutes per week, sorry, that's not going to be enough time to be able to go from 0 to 6 figures, your first year. You're going to have to put in some time, mostly learning, right? I mean, sure, I like to build and develop programs where people can earn while they learn. And I think there's a button below this video and you can go watch our video to where we explain that a little bit more. But, the person who's willing to invest the time to learn and to invest the time to actually put in the work is just going to do better than the person who's not. That's pretty self-explanatory. So the second thing you need to know is how many hours a week are you willing to put into this business to hit that number? Third, and I think this is the most important one, and that's how long are you willing to work on this business before you quit, before you find an excuse, before you say it was a scam or it didn't work? Because the truth of the matter is that just like anything in life, if I went to college and after 6 months I said, you know what, this is a scam, right? I'm not getting rich yet. Nobody says that. It's unrealistic. So, thinking about, hey, really, how am I in this for the long term? Is this something that I want to be my career? Am I really looking to make a transition and build a different lifestyle for myself? And if you are, then that'll be an easy question. Or an easy answer to that question. So maybe you're going to say, hey, I'm in this for a year, and I'm going to commit to doing this for a year, and if it doesn't work out after a year, then I'll move on to something else, but I'm going to give myself a shot to be able to succeed. So let me recap. The first thing is you need to know your number. The second thing is you need to know how many hours per week that you're willing to put in. And the third thing is how long are you willing to work the business until you decide to quit, get distracted, get frustrated, or just move on to something different. Okay, the biggest problem, the reason why I think number 3 is the most important, is because the biggest problem that most entrepreneurs have is not that they don't have the skills, it's not that they don't have the dreams, it's not that they don't have even the why. Because if you dig deep enough, you can find a good enough why to make a decision and put in the work, right? If you dig deep enough, it's there. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's that whatever. You want to fire the boss, I don't know. But if you dig deep enough, you can find that why. So it's not typically any of those things. It's that most people get distracted, which is why number 3 is most important. How long are you willing to work this before you quit, get distracted, or move on to something else? Most people, listen to this, leave right before the miracle happens. So if you make a decision now to say, hey, I'm in this for the long term, I'm going to treat this like a business, not like a hobby, you're going to have much more of a chance to succeed. This is Dave Sharp. Click the button below if there is one. I think we have another video for you to watch to see if there's a fit in working with us and what we're doing. And besides that, have yourself a blessed day. Take care.
Is about disconnecting from what's happening in the matrix, and how if you start now, if you start building your business now. Many of you guys have sort of been on the sidelines, or maybe you said no, maybe some months ago or some years ago. There's a lot of people who are in this group right now who, back when we launched Legendary Marketer in 2017, said no. And many of them, we've been getting messages. Actually, our sales are up right now because a lot of people are coming back and they're saying, hey, look, I realize, I get it now. I need to be disconnected from the consequences that the rest of society are facing. And so while I have and want to, on behalf of everybody in Legendary, I want to send our well wishes. I want to just send out positive vibes to all of you guys. I hope that your families are safe. I hope you're safe, and I hope you're taking the precautionary measures so we can, as a civilization, end this and get past it. And so I want you to know that I'm taking all of the precautionary measures. I'm social distancing, all of that good stuff. Thankfully, all of our staff, not the majority, all of our staff works from home. So we work virtually. We've got, of course, a corporate headquarters here that's pretty close to my house here. But for the most part, we're all just, it's business as usual, because we run virtual meetings, webinars, things of that nature, and we're thankful for that. We don't have a huge overhead. We don't have it's like this, we eat our own cooking. So all of the things that we teach, we actually do as well. You can actually run a virtual business from anywhere in the world and have as much success as you want. Now is the time to break into the online education industry, guys. Now, whether you're selling your own education or knowledge or advice, or whether you're selling somebody else's as an affiliate, you know that we teach those core 4 business models: affiliate marketing, coaching, courses, and masterminds. Those are the 4 ways to sell advice, wisdom, expertise, knowledge, whatever you want to call it. And now is the time. Webinars, Zoom, work from home. These are all going to be household terms when we come out of this pandemic. So many companies are even thinking about whether they want to send their employees from home back into the office when this is done. And of course, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But CEOs are already talking about that. So working from home, being on virtual meetings, Zoom, webinars, these are all terminologies that before were very internet marketing, but now they're going to be household terms. They're going to be terms that we all talk about all the time. So now, right now, instead of being paralyzed by fear, and this is a high stress time, so I don't want to minimize your feelings, but instead of being paralyzed by fear, use this time wisely. If you're lucky enough to have a job and be able to work from home, then split your time. Now you don't have that commute. You can spend more time on your business. If you don't have a job, then now's the time to get in and get busy. Don't waste your time sitting in front of the news or playing video games, or worse. Use it to learn. Use it to execute. Use it to launch and get really embedded into this community. and get, just go all in. Now's the time. That's what I'm telling you. That's my message. That's my point for you. I wanted to give you an update and, of course, tell you that now is the time to go in, to go all in. So I hope you're doing well. I hope that this pandemic has not affected you or your family or friends, but now is the time to go all in. Now is the time to get busy. We're doing good. We're safe for now. We'll keep you posted. Everybody in our company and our staff is safe and taking this seriously and quarantined at home. And I hope that you're safe. But now, my friend, is the time. You're seeing the all of the people, because now we're giving them assignments to come in here and post. And you're seeing all the people that are getting started with our business blueprints. So I want you, if you're ready to launch, if you're ready to get serious, if you're ready to get started, then go back in there and watch that day 5 presentation, that business plan class. I just uploaded a new one. Or reach out to your BPA and say, look, I don't know what I need to do, but I know I need to get busy. Now's the time. And this is my invitation. This is my call to action. I'd be up on my roof shouting it from the rooftops if I could. It's that important. Now's the time. You can come out of this on top of the world instead of having the world on top of you. All right, be legendary. This is Dave Sharp signing out. I love you. I appreciate you. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
I get a lot of times that question, like, or the comment, man, I connected with Dave because his story and he just seemed real. And I get to say, you know what, he is.
We literally, like Dave, started from nothing and had to work our way there.
Dave is not messing around. He's going to tell you what you need to know step by step by step, and it is up to you to take action, and there's no excuses. So just leave him at the door.
In the first 2 weeks, I had more FaceTime with a guy than I'd had in a year with other places.
I know you probably think there is a lot of fluff outside, there is a lot of things that people are distracted, but this is something that I was looking for so long.
You don't promote a load of fluff. It's more, you got to do the work, and it's more down to earth and real. So I love that realness, and that was one of the things that attracted me to you in the first place. Was I heard your story, I watched your video, and I could really resonate with the message that you were portraying, grit and not giving up.
I really do admire and respect you, and you inspire me, and you really do impact my life daily. With all the videos that I watch, I've learned so much already.
I chose Dave to partner with because Dave's built a $200 million business already in the world of online marketing. So I want to do business with the best people that are out there. I like to partner with the best, and Dave is an amazing entrepreneur.
Time freedom was being taken, but now that we have finally plugged in with Dave Sharp, we have done over $110,000 in sales.
It's a solution to finally be able to have a system that works, that any person at any level can finally get results.
Everything that you said about communication, I took it and I started intertwining in my life. My communication is better.
Every time I make a video or anything, I'm like, thank you, Dave. Like, thank you for creating this. You've changed my life, and all of the people that are here, you've changed their lives, and the people that we're gonna change their lives. From my heart, that's dope. Like, that's what I wanna do.
You follow the training. I've been able to create a multiple 6-figure income. So I know firsthand that it works.
What Dave Sharp has created, anybody, it's for anybody. There's no age limit.
And he's the real deal. I mean, what you see is what you get private in a group setting. And I highly encourage you to invest in yourself, because that's what this is all about.
Some of the things that you bring up, it has forced me to take a good look at myself, and it started me on a path to improvement that I never thought I would be on.
And the last 10 days, I've gotten 19 sales. I've generated over 833 leads. Thank you, Dave, for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with us. The guy knows what he's doing.
I signed up and didn't even tell my spouse I used a credit card. So I had 10 days to figure it out, and I was trusting the system, that this system was going to work for me. And I have never been happier that it has. I so appreciate you allowing me to expand my horizons, keep my brain moving in all kinds of directions. It's just been awesome.
Be able to spend that personal one-on-one time with David is just, it just brings me to a point of tears, which I'm holding back, but which I truly do feel, and this is for real.
I didn't know what I was in for, but it was transformative. You know, when Dave talks about building where you are personally, it really does that.
It wasn't the company that I wanted to be a part of. It was just a part of you and your life. And that made a big impact on me. Man, I've totally changed the way I treat people. You really made a difference in my life and my family's life.
In my first month, I've made around $25,000, and I've been in the industry for a while now, but I've never been able to generate this kind of income in such short amount of time. Thank you for all you've done, Dave Sharp.
Been able to find joy, which I don't think I had for a long time.
There's just something about watching David Sharp. It is just unbelievably amazing.
Brother, you literally changed my life. Because of you, man, I was literally willing to live in a box to be a part of what you, this company and this group of people.
I'm honored to be associated with this company. You have to learn the skills, mandatory.
What you're doing, it doesn't matter if it's this, it doesn't matter if it's something else, you're the type of person that I always want to have in my life.
A couple of things that I have learned that I love about you the most is your rawness, your realness, and your love that you have for people.
Hearing you speak, I couldn't be any more happy. This is exactly what I wanted to do, and I think it's about believing in yourself and taking that risk, not letting others determine your future.
And if you like it, you keep on going. If you don't, then you stop. But if you want to create a new lifestyle, create a new future, you got to change something. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with what you got now forever.
I already knew I already knew his heart. I already knew that. But to watch him assemble the team and for people to just continue to deliver at the same level that I expect, which is it's a high level, has been really good.
I saw your videos when you talk about how you just basically build something from nothing and you just lay the whole thing off as a real thing. No sugarcoating it, no flashing lights here and there. It was just something that it was simple and real.
Actually, my first couple weeks in the company, I actually had my largest weekly paycheck ever in history, almost $16,000. That was life-changing income for me and my family. Dave, I love you, dude. I mean, you're amazing. You're changing my family's life.
I've been able to get front-end sales along with big-ticket item sales on the back end. And that's just a wonderful combination. So if you have any doubt about whether this program works, I can tell you can put those fears to rest and to bed right now. If you're thinking about joining this program, my best advice for you to be to jump in right now.
Dave Sharp's been online for about 7 or 8 years and made over $170 million in sales, and that's more than I've made in the almost 20 years that I've been online. So when he does something, it's worth listening to.
So much that's out there. They're telling, do this, do that, educate this, educate that, and based on my previous training experience, it's always about having a solid foundation. Now, I'm actually glad I got in this because I had no idea how powerful it is. Get your foundational education here. It's really changed me. It's changed a lot of other people.
You can improve yourself, develop a lifestyle that is based on helping other people.
Truthfully, I'm not making this up. I was blown away because this was not what I expected at all. I could sense, I just could, that you were not Mr. Hype, Mr. Fluff, whatever, and that you were a man of integrity. And to me, that's probably the most important quality that a human being can have.
It wasn't something that was going to happen overnight, but it's something that was there, it was logical, ethical, and I can be proud to represent it.
Dave is another brainiac, super powerful genius that just goes out and does stuff and gets you motivated to get out and do stuff.
Everything is clear and precise.
Because, when people don't know what they're doing, they look for people who have done it, who are living it. This is what we have here.
I'm deeply indebted to you. I think you're amazing. I love how noble you are. No matter what you do, because you're so noble, it's everything you do is beautiful.
I'm just an average guy, and there's a lot of average people in this here thing, and there's a lot of other marketers that's come into this thing that's had some level of success, and their success just blew up, and there's some people that's had no success and they're starting to make their first dollar.
Learning from David Sharp himself, it has blown my mind.
Not pushy. It wasn't like, hey, you need this, you gotta do it, do it now. It was like, hey, if you want it, it's there for you, go ahead and think about it. And it was like, okay, really? So I didn't feel pressure to join or anything like that. It was just more like, he made me aware of what's available. And I think that's what I appreciate the most, I think.
I'm 100% confident that you will be happy and successful if you're ready for that. I'm so grateful for the opportunity.
I just felt like this is it. You know, I want to be my own boss. I'm tired of working the 9 to 5. I'm tired of checking in, going to the boss. I said, this is it.
I feel like I'm being accompanied. I would say to people in their 50s and 60s, it's not too late to learn what you need to know.
And I've had trouble in the past promoting things because I know deep down I didn't really feel the integrity. And I know I've found what I can grow with, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and I know you wouldn't regret it either.
Within a week or two, I was already starting to make sales. And it's not that it was enough for me to sustain myself, but I knew that the process worked. I could see that the process worked. There's nothing else like this that I've seen in the 5 or so years that I've been searching to try to find a way to make money online.
The opening up that you did about yourself and some of your past and how you've pushed through, they were just such positive hits. And that's one thing I'll be forever grateful to you for that.
There's a lot of skills to learn, but if you just start a little bit at a time, give yourself time. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. It's really fun, to learn something new. It's something that you can learn marketable skills with. I would definitely encourage women to do it.
I just knew you were speaking of the truth. And if we did what you said and we followed the guideline, I was either going to end up in divorce court or we would have found something that we really both could get together on the same page and participate in, and we'd make it.
I know that when I saw your video, Dave, it did hit me. I said, okay, let's do it. And she went full force.
It doesn't matter what business that they're doing, network marketing, direct marketing, brick and mortar, mom and pop. It'll be the best decision that they will make.
I've got this trust in myself that I've never had before. I did have some trust before, but really developing that now where heck, I can just go. It's thanks to you, man, and I know that's going to make a huge difference.
I've been in direct sales for over 30 years, giving my age away, and I've been in this industry for 10 years, and I can say hand on heart, man, the best heart-led leader. I've used the word heart-led leader before, but man, you are a heart-led leader. You're the epitome of it.